I watched all of Mob Psycho in one day. All 37 episodes, all 3 seasons. Why? Because of a girl I used to like in college. You know what? Never mind. It's honestly not even that cool of a story. So this all started about 3 years ago during my sophomore year of college with a girl that I met in the youth leadership club. If you don't know what that is, I don't either. I just wanted to put it on my CV because it looks good. Anyway, let's call this girl Wendy. So one day during one of our events, Wendy and I were paired in a group together. And me, being the friendly and approachable person that I am, sparked a conversation with her. We were kind of just talking about whatever, classes, professors, and whatnot, until she asked me what I like to do for fun. Oh, what I like to do for fun, huh? Good question, Wendy. I could not find anything, and I was kinda sensing that I was running out of time, so I just blurted out, I watch anime. Alright, yeah, go ahead, spam your lol W's, all your Pepe laughs, your L Riz Omega lols, let it all out. I'm not phased. You know why? Because what she says next will make you eat your fucking words. She says, word for word, oh my god, I love anime. Bitch. Turns out, Wendy watches a lot of anime, and one of her favorites was this show called Mob Psycho, to which she suggested that I should watch it. So, I agreed, and watched it the night of when I got home. The next day, I told her I'd finished the first episode, and she asked me what I thought about it. I told her that I liked it. I did not like it. And look, if you're mad at me for lying straight to her face, or for not liking the first episode of Mob Psycho, don't worry, we stopped talking to each other, cause I fumbled the bag. Point is, she didn't have to end up with me, and I didn't have to end up watching something I didn't like. But it wasn't until recently when I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a post that said, Mob Psycho 100 has officially ended. And as I was reading that, the thought of Wendy suddenly popped inside my head like a pimple and refused to leave. It's like that pesky fly that can't seem to find the fucking window even though it's literally wide open, but you can't leave it open for too long because it just invites more flies in. Basically, it was annoying. So, I decided that I would finish watching Mob Psycho because that would mean forgetting about Wendy and finally getting rid of that pesky fly. On the morning of December 23rd, I woke up bright and early at 7 o'clock to do just that. Now, the plan was that I would go to the gym at 8, come back, watch a few episodes, and hopefully finish the entire series over the span of a week or so. That didn't happen, because my dumbass decided to watch episode 2, remember, because I already watched episode 1, before I went to the gym. Little did I know that after placing my perfectly round, supple ass on the sofa, I would not be getting off of it for another 18 hours. The second episode finished, and I immediately felt something was different. Wait, I might actually be into this. But I wasn't fully convinced yet. There's no way it's that easy. There's no way I'd like an anime that I very clearly remember hating. This must be a curse placed on me by that wretched witch, Wendy. So I thought, let's watch episode 3 just to make sure. You can probably tell that I never went to the gym that day because I did not stop. I was eating this shit up as fast as I was eating my breakfast because I didn't want to miss a single scene, let alone a single shred of dialogue. Episode 4, 5, 6, 7 all went by like a flash. Before I knew it, it was already 2 p.m. and I just finished the first season. Now, quick aside, I thought season 1 laid a pretty solid foundation for the rest of the series. It was like the perfect setup for what was to come. It established the core group of characters, the core group of villains, and it even showed us how Mob's powers actually worked. You know, with the whole percentage thing. They also showed us the kind of problems that he was dealing with, being an Esper and a middle school student wanting to just fit in. It was like the right mix of lightheartedness you expect from a slice of life, coupled with the batshit crazy action you get from a shonen anime. At this point, I was fully hooked. There was nothing stopping me from clicking the play next button. But there was a slight problem. See, I had to eat lunch. It was already 2 p.m. past lunchtime and I was starting to get hungry. But I also equally wanted to start the next season as quickly as possible because if I didn't, I was afraid that I'd lose momentum and drop the show again, thus inadvertently losing to Wendy in this mental warfare. I was like that meme with the 2 buttons and you don't know what to press, like, shit, what do I do? What do I do? And then it hit me. Easiest decision of my fucking life, I ordered takeout. And just like that, I was back at it again, baby. Somehow season 2 went by faster than season 1, despite it being 1 episode longer. I think it's because I actually liked the second season more than the first. You know, for me, season 2 showed the real Mob. In the first season, he was kinda introduced as this super OP kid who's stronger than everyone else, but season 2 showed a lot more of his personal character, and I really liked that. Throughout the series, we learned that no matter how strong he is, he's still a kid, and that he goes through the same day-to-day bullshit that a normal kid goes through. He falls in love, gets his heart broken, and even as a psychic, he learns the value of spirits and humans, that it's not all black and white, that spirits also have feelings and aren't always meant to be exercised. This touched me on a personal level because the young kid that I saw in Mob, going through all these experiences, traversing through adolescence, was also the young kid that I was years ago. I probably didn't go sicko mode and killed a bunch of demons and spirits, but I know how it feels to have a massive crush on someone who probably isn't into you, but you still convince yourself otherwise because you're young and naive. This season was also where Reigen truly shined. His transformation from being this super annoying character that I would audibly groan whenever he talked in episode 1 to becoming a complete and total badass who surpassed all my expectations really speaks wonders of one's capability to write such an amazing and relatable cast of characters. And it really was thought-provoking. So much so that my head started to hurt at around episode 10. Fuck, I don't think it's one's brilliant storytelling anymore. It's the fact that I've been staring at a screen for 15 hours straight. Now mentally exhausted and physically drained from sitting around all day, I could see a speck of light at the end of the tunnel. Sure, it was like 10 p.m. and I just ordered takeout for the second time today. And sure, my head felt like someone was drilling a jackhammer through my skull with how much it was pounding, but I trudged on to the final season anyway. Because I am but two things. I am not a quitter, and I'm an idiot. Remember when I said that I like season 2 more than season 1? I still hold that belief. But I gotta say, season 3, the last season, edged out over season 2 by this much. The reason for that is because season 3 is pretty much everything season 2 offered, like character development, check, plot twists, check, plot points, check. And then they saw the emotional damage knob and was like, crank that shit to max level, homie. They went all in on the feels this season, and I was catching all of them. It was so good that all signs of telling me to sleep just went away, to the point that I zipped through the first 6 episodes like it was nothing. I was more awake now than I was just a few hours ago. My confidence was at an all-time high. I knew that I was gonna finish this anime tonight. So it turns out that my alertness only lasted around 2 to 3 hours, a little bit after the 6th episode, before my body just couldn't take it anymore. So with a heavy heart, I'm sad to say that I called it quits after that. And I'm glad I did, because it made watching the latter half of the season of what was the last time they'll ever make Mob Psycho all the more enjoyable after a good night's rest. So sure, I didn't watch it all in one day, and sure, the girl whose name need not be mentioned technically won, even though it was a self-imposed challenge and I finished the show anyway, so suck it. But you know what I got in return? 2 things. A good-ass fucking show, and an even better YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of these, but until then, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.